Now I'd like to call up Clint Cooper from Redeemers Group in Memphis, Tennessee. Let's give him a hand.
Thanks, Larry. Hey, good morning, everyone. All right, you can hear me here? Okay, we just want to take a minute and tell you about a project that we have worked on for about a year and a half. You know, when you see something up here from this group, it is always a collaborative effort. So many people's hands, many people's minds get together, and they try to bring you the very best and brightest to help us all in our business, and obviously to help homeowners improve the problems that they have. So about maybe 2 years ago, I had an idea, and an idea is okay, but as long as it just stays in your brain, it really can't improve other people's lives. So I wrote down some thoughts about what is it that we do in our business. We are in the improving people's homes and lives. We make their homes healthier. We make them happier. That's the business we're in, right? So whether it's a foundation repair or whether it's a water problem like we just watched Larry on that video, whether it's energy efficiency repair, I guess that's the term that we use. You know, homeowners have these problems and they call us, and what do? We say, you've called the right place. We're here to help. And in fact, what we want to do is send out a professional to come and listen to your problems, and instead of trying to sell you something, if we can hear what you're saying, we probably have a solution, and we'll show you how we could do it. And if you like it, then we'll tell you what it would cost, and if you're all right with that, then we'll come back out and fix it, right? So everyone in the room, that's the business we're in. And the phenomenal thing is we kind of have a number of solutions up here. If you have one problem in your house, you probably have one of the other problems. And so they've created this network of similar processes to ultimately refine and make a home as good as possible. Well, my idea was there are people out there that call our businesses that they see mold in their house. And they may call one of our businesses and say, you know, I've got mold in my kitchen, or I've got mold in my basement or whatnot, and I'd like you to tell me how to fix it. Well, that's no different than if someone has water in their basement and they call into your business and say, can you fix it? Yes, we can, right? Well, what we were missing is maybe a bridge. So if someone called in and they had a mold problem, what we did is we try to steer them. Oh, you have a mold problem. Well, do you have a crawl space? Well, yes. Why are you asking me that? Well, we'd like to send someone out and we'll show you how we can how we can address your mold problem, and we're going to send you a book. And at the time, we'd send them a crawl space book. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, and we send them out in business all the time. But sometimes we might get a disconnect with a customer. Maybe they say, well, that's not what I'm calling you about. And really, at the end of the day, you know that if we can address the problems in the crawl space, we address the problems in the basement, then we'll address the mold problem. So the idea was to write a book about how do we prevent mold, not how do we clean it up, because the business that we're in, we create environments that are not conducive to growing mold. And so I shared this idea with Larry, and he said, okay, I like your idea, but what I would like you to do is to present it to the owners, and each year the owners, we get together in different places, and so I said, sure. And got up on stage like I'm doing now in front of them, my peers, and I shared that with them. And then something Larry also wanted us to do, he said, well, let's just send a piece of paper around the room, and let's see, if you like this idea, would you use this book in your business? And you know, God's blessings are great, and everybody that was at that meeting, they wrote down, they said they would use that book. And so that started a journey, a collaboration of working with Larry and his team. And today, we're very proud to have finished the book, and hopefully you all have received a book. And what we want you to know, that this is not to take the place of something else that is already established. Firm believer in that. But what we want it to be is a complement to the other parts of your business. And to me, I was sitting here down in the front, and I was thinking, what is it that I want to leave you with the thought of this book? We want this to be a tool that you use to send out to your customers. And I'll tell you what, if a customer calls you and they have a mold problem, I promise you, one of the other things that you do up here, if you're a Dr. Energy Saver dealer, if you're a Foundation Support Works dealer, if you're a basement systems dealer, they really need the products and the solutions that are not so much in a mold cleanup book, but they are embedded within the other parts of our network. And so if we can get this book in their hands, we will have not missed the opportunity of someone calling us and saying, I didn't really want to get my basement fixed, I just want to get the mold gone. Well, that's not true. What's true is they want their home to be as healthy and dry as possible. And so this is the tool we're going to use for that. And I just want to say thank you to Larry and the other people, and thank you to everyone out there.